Well, it's 104 degrees in South Texas today, and I'm back with my son to continue the pond expansion project. After repairing the right front ATV tire, my son Christian is testing it out to make sure that it's riding well. Yeah, when you have good tires, it makes it easier to turn. Well, I haven't been up on my deck in a while. This is on top of the container. And looks like I need to reseal the wood. It's already kind of bending right here. And maybe screw it down a little bit. There's kind of a view from up here. South Texas country, right here. Tons of mesquite trees. Right down here, that's the root cellar dig, and once I get that big excavator, probably the first thing I'm gonna do is come in here and dig it to the depth that I want, and then I'll go down over there where the pond is and do the dig. So that's what I need to do in 5 days. We'll see what happens. All right, we're back at the area where I've been clearing the trees, and today I'm going to actually take out some of these little trunks here, and that'll just make it easier to drive on. So I'm going to get my chainsaw here and just kind of clean this up there, and then I gotta get these cinder blocks out of here. This where the dirt's going to be put, and I can reuse those cinder blocks somewhere else. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. Man, there's just a ton of stumps out there. Gotta put my chain back on. I got the chain back on. It's starting to get a little dull. I'm trying to keep it from hitting the ground, but it's really hard when you're getting so close to the ground not to hit a little bit of dirt. So hopefully I can get through all these stumps before this chainsaw is not going to be useful until I get another chain. All right, well, every time I come here, I check on the pond and check and see it's drying out. It cracks more and more every time I come. Oh, hey, here's your lost net.
Oh my God.
Christian accidentally dropped it.
That was like 10 months ago. This is when we first went to the land.
Yep. Look at this. It's even more fractured. Look at that.
Oh, damn it.
That is insane.
This is where all the...
See how soft it is here?
Ew! Oh my God.
You were trying to
My
shoot something
yeah,
in the
I was
water.
trying to shoot the frogs. I tied a rope to the arrow and tried to shoot a frog. That was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's because of the seaweed there. It's
That's
covering.
amazing how deep it was.
This is pretty dry right here, though.
I know, but this is pretty deep.
It's about 6 feet, I guess, huh?
I know, but I didn't know it was gonna be this deep.
Man, that was a lot of stumps. I haven't even gotten all the stumps yet, but I got most of them. You can see I didn't get that one. There's some of the stumps. Christian's still filling them up into the wheelbarrow. And I'm gonna start getting these blocks. Christian's gonna bring over the trailer on the ATV.
Yep.
And we're gonna load up the cinder blocks and move them over near the RV.
Going out to like a small pond,
Uh-huh.
and he threw in some bread, and he saw these like 30, 40-inch catfish.
Really?
Like 100 of them just coming after.
How big was the pond?
He said it was like at least an acre. It was like an acre of just like sewage and muck and stuff.
That's awesome.
And he just saw these massive catfish
Wow.
just come out of nowhere.
Not surprising. Catfish can live in a lot of areas.
I know, but what's amazing is that you said they were like at least over 100 in that one small pond.
They must be getting fed pretty well.
Yeah. I say those things are big enough to eat a bird.
Yeah, probably.
Probably eating the birds that come in and drink water. I want to have catfish like that I can catch in here.
Oh yeah, we'll have catfish in here. Good sized ones too.
Yeah. It was like $3 per like 11-inch catfish.
Well, and they're gonna grow too.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, that's a really good price for one catfish.
If we feed them, you know, they'll grow pretty quick.
Yeah, but like they said with the fertilizer,
Uh-huh.
and then the algae, which feeds the minnows, which feeds the...
Yeah, and we could have an automatic feeder that feeds the fish.
I know, but I'm saying, once it actually becomes a full-on ecosystem, we won't even need the feeder anymore.
Uh-huh.
Because it'll already be all built.
Yeah.
It'll already be its own natural resource. So that'll be really fun. Stack. So it might be like some type of garden spider. Oh, sorry, I pressed the button.
I think it's about 100 or so cinder blocks that I picked up so far. At least it sure feels like it. So, you know, picking up all those, I don't know, maybe it's 75, maybe 100. And then you're putting them somewhere else. So that's like twice the amount of carriage there. That gets tiring. Good thing it's not as hot right now. It's starting to get dark. Oh man, that's a lot better when it's cooler like this. Nice and quiet. Feels good. There's a nice flock of egrets that were flying over a little while ago. Wow. All right, that's the third trip there. That might be it for now. I think I'll do the rest the next day. All right, so I got the cinder blocks picked up here along this line, and I'm gonna take those over to the generator. And I never really liked the fence that I put around it. Didn't really stay in place very well. It looks pretty crappy, and so I'm gonna use these cinder blocks, kind of just stack them on top of each other. I'm not gonna cement them in place. I'm going to put them in place of that fence over there, that fencing wood, and I think that's going to be a better solution for sound and aesthetics. I like to have things kind of semi-permanent but not permanent, so I'm not going to put the concrete in between the cinder blocks. They should be able to hold fairly well by themselves. Strength. This extension cord somehow got cut up. It could have been the mice out here. But look at this. See that? Looks like some mice had some chewing party. Look at that. The ground wire got chewed up. Man, that's not good. Alright, I gotta go back over and get some more cinder blocks. So far I got 3 rows and I'm starting the 4th row. I'm thinking I might do 5 rows and then I'll have a cover on top and then a door or something on the side there because I need to be able to start the generator. Good thing is that it's all easily removable. So if I do need to take the generator out, I can take a wall down with no problem. Okay, so got it pretty much completed. So this is 5 cinder blocks high. Obviously don't want to go too high because any minor differences in the ground level will have an impact on it as you get taller, and it becomes less stable as it gets taller. I was thinking if it does start becoming unstable, I always have these T-posts which I could use to help support them from falling over. You can see down there now, that's where it's at. I'm going to have a cover, and I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do the cover, but it's probably going to be some plywood or some 2x4 with plywood, and just cover that so that protect it from the rain and other elements. You can see right here I have this part open so that I can come in here and pull the cord to start up the generator. Okay, I just put on one of the pieces of fence on top for temporary until I can get something else. May actually work the way it is, but it does fit perfectly over it. So right under here I just have a piece of fence right there, and then I have this tarp over it. And right here is the opening. So this is where I would start up the generator, and I am going to need a place for breathing room for the generator, and so I may flip one of these cinder blocks and give a little more air circulation coming through. Well, I have some unfortunate news. The generator burned up due to a lack of ventilation. I had the tarp pulled up so that there was an open space, but apparently that wasn't enough to get the generator from overheating. I'll have to rework the ventilation after getting another generator to make sure there's enough airflow. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If the rain stays away, I'll be posting some videos of my pond excavation very soon. Stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next video.